Well, I guess that would imply that that he wouldn't have been dead since he grabbed that blade. Then again, they said his soul was, stolen by the sword. I have no idea. I'd like just a straight answer.
Tread lightly.
So anyway, Sage Troop Bearer. Paladins are a bastard to fight with that shielding of theirs. They just won't stand still and die. Ooh. He stood still and died. Thank you. Gloves of Haste. Increases his attack speed by 15%. Please take that down.
What is it now?
Attack. Attack. Now, before I move on to the next area, there's another thing I need to do.
Our forces are under attack.
Attack back there.
Speak.
Attack back there.
Last.
Back to here.
No one.
Okay, there will be no more attack waves coming up, so we don't have to worry about that or anything. Now, start it here. And you know what, let's queue up some meat wagons. Be handy to have a few extra. They are slow. Wish they were a bit faster, but I suppose they could be always be slower. But yeah, I'm gonna call quits after this mission. I hope you're enjoying this series so far, folks. It's nice to get back to play this game. Probably down now. Okay, actually, if I take down these, that will move the blockage and I can see. Hit these again. I don't know if I've ever actually done this. I might have. I think I might have only just read about it. Or I might have actually done it. I'm not sure. There we go.
Summon more cigarettes.
You must produce more. You must construct more pylons. Okay. Move away.
Speak.
Artists in.
This is more like it.
Just artists. Well, the rest could come in, but I'm just sitting in him. Secret found. Pandaren Relaxation area. Sadly, that thing just disappears way too fast for me to get a good look, but ye can see it much better than I can.
No one orders me around.
But yeah, I
This is more
don't get this at all. Just, you come in here, it's a secret, but... Oh, there we go.
This is more like it. Ah, at last. Frostborn hungers.
If I keep doing this, I might cause a seizure via pandas.
Frostborn hungers. What is it now?
Once more.
This is
Cool. So, giving you a few chances there to pause it and whatnot.
finally.
So yeah, You can get a better look there. But yeah, that's a secret over here. Thought there was an item that dropped when you activated it, but no. Seemingly not.
Ah, at last. I'll make sure you suffer.
Yes, you'll make sure you suffer, box. He's like the, bizarro snake. Instead of having some like weird box obsession, he utterly hates them. They're all having difficulties getting around each other.
Speak, fool.
That's kind of funny. He's more int than agility. To be honest, agility would be the more relevant thing for him. Actually, no. Actually, him having higher int would be useful. More deck coil.
Frostborn hungers.
Your father ruled this land for 70 years, and you've ground it to dust in a matter of days.
Very dramatic, Uther. Give me the urn, and I'll make sure you die quickly.
The urn holds your father's ashes, Arthas. What? Were you hoping to piss on them one last time before you left his kingdom to rot?
I didn't know what it held. Nor does it matter. I'll take what I came for one way or another.
I can I be honest of two things. It's rare you actually hear someone in WoW ever you utter a dirty word. Dirty word. I swear heavily, but it's like you hear like Garrosh calling Sylvanas a bitch. Him using the word piss there. It's rare you ever hear anything like that. Very, very rare. So it always feels out of place when they do it, just due to how bloody rare it is, you know? And the other thing, at least for the moment, at least when I heard it there the first time, if I re-listen to it the second time, I'll probably hate it. But, well, probably not hate it, but be ambivalent. I kind of like how, artist, when he found out it was in his father's ashes were in the ruins, in the urn, the chuckle out of him. I don't know, I kind of like that line of dialogue. Just how it was, said and whatnot. So yes, now we have to fight Uther. And he's a bit weaker than he was on that other mission, Black Rock and Roll. I swear he had some damage buffs as well. So he's a bit weaker, but he's still a fair opponent, considering that we're bringing a full army against him. Yeah, it's probably the only thing really tilting this in our favor. He would be able to just demolish us otherwise. Utterly demolish us. Okay, charge. 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 Of course he divine shields. And he'll keep Holy Light in your minions. Or his own guys. Also, these horses are flagged as part of the Silver Hand. So your siege engines will get distracted. Move back. Wait, we can knock these down? Huh. Cool. Target. Attack. Hit it. We really want to take him down before he can get to cast off again. Yeah. Fucking res.
I dearly hope that there's a special place in hell waiting for you, Arthas.
We may never know. I intend.
The fucking horses. They just really hate them, the siege wagons. But, cannibalize.
Speak, fool.
Kill it. Finally. I end up losing most of my goals to that. Yeah, there's the hell thing again. So, again, same same thing. I haven't ever heard any reference to how within anything outside of insult, so it just seems off to me. Because like how IRL is, while it is used as an insult, it is also part of a religion. It also has some sort of thing outside of just that. So it's just which gave rise to the insult. Telling people to go to hell. It's another way of saying fuck you. Yeah, if you get me. So again, I'm just very obsessive. I'm very like everything has to be detailed. Every little thing has to be jotted down somewhere. Because I'm just a very obsessive person, and that's just how I am. Hit this. Okay, hit this. I overestimated the splash. Okay. Actually, we'll stay with Yi for a moment. Oh, that's done. And over here. You. Scroll protection, not interested. Now if we head over here, there's Dirk. There's Liana. I'm not sure how you're meant to say her name. And there's also two sheepies here, but they're irrelevant. What we're meant to find is over here. I'm just using me wagons for ease of use. Beautiful. Over here. Also, I'm noticing Stormwind is entirely out of this whole endeavor. Wonder what's happening over there in the south. I remember Stormwind's being rebuilt. It got destroyed with the orcs, so I think it's... Actually, no, maybe it was rebuilt by now. I've honestly no clue. Kenshin? Probably not saying that right. Well, I don't think he's gonna complain. And that's done. Goblin Knight Scope. Increases sight range at night. Yeah, it's not really that great, but it's a hidden little item. It's cute, and I'll take it for shits and giggles. And giggles and shits. It's a terrible illness. It's really no laughing matter. Like you can hear like fluids there. It's Sure, just head in that general direction. Artis, down here. Drop you. Drop you. Grab you. And you. Urn of King Tenorus. This urn contains the remains of King Tenorus. Terenus? I can't say his name right. I don't think I've heard anyone say it.
Excellent work. Now your journey to Kel'Thuzad will begin.
Tell him nothing. Only you can hear me. The Dread Lords cannot be trusted. They are the Lich King's jailers. I will tell you all when I walk this world again.
To be honest, I imagine Dreadlord just sitting there patiently, waiting for a response. I'm just wondering why the fuck Artis is just staring off into the middle distance. Oh, that took longer than expected. The Dreadlords convene. Meanwhile, at the Dreadlord Citadel, somewhere in the twisting nether. There's a cleaver off to one side. I think that was the butcher. Go. It was on... No, sorry, it was an abomination. Sorry. I've just been playing Diablo. And there is the butcher in Frozen Throne.
Is everything proceeding as
Land Tichondrius. Lord Archimon demands a report on the Scourge.
Tichondrius.
This young Death Knight has been performing well. Almost too well. Begin to wonder if Ner'zhul has ulterior motives for his new champion.
The human means nothing in the long run. Ner'zhul wouldn't dare undermine our efforts now.
Our only concern is that the Scourge accomplishes what it was created to do. Archimon will have all our heads if we do not keep control of this situation.
Believe me, brother. Neither the Lich King nor his undead lackeys will jeopardize the Legion's return.
See that they do not. Lord Archimon has little patience for failure.
I think I recognize some of those names. I swear I've seen one of those Dread Lords in WoW or something. Who last spoke. I think I may have seen him in WoW. I'm not sure about the other one. I needed to see his name again before I could confirm whether it was familiar or not. Then again, I have played this game a few times. Like, I played through this game at least 3 times. So, well, sorry. I played through this game at least twice, this being the 3rd time. And I'm just thinking, how's my, basically my recollection of it I'm vaguely remembering seeing his name in something. Maybe I'm vaguely remembering playing through this game the first time round and thinking, oh yeah, I vaguely remember that I was in WoW when it was really the game, you know? Of course, maybe they did have a Dreadlord in WoW of the same name as a nod to this. They've done that on more than a few occasions. You can find some witches with the same names as the random name witches you can find in WarCraft 3. Also, as a side point, there is the Elven lands. Silvermoon there, Sunwell, all that, and there's Zul'Aman down there. As you can see, it's quite different looking to how it looks in WarCraft 3. In World of Warcraft. Similarly, there's actually a Drak'Tul or something in WoW. He's some like elven traitor. There's no mention of him here. It kind of reminds me of the StarCraft lore novels. You'll find there's like a Martin Liberty or something. It's some journalist. Part of me's wondering, maybe that story wasn't canon. But basically, take his story. I think it's called Liberty's Crusade. He's a journalist. He was on Mar Sara. He had some Marine guards. She was some indoctrinated lady during the Zerg invasion. Let me take a quick drink. And the Zerg attacked. She tried to fend off 3 with her knife, and he fled. He ends up running into Raynor, and they go back to try and rescue her, but it was too late, and she was actually had been quite eaten. I think I've just called her indoctrinated. Basically, a lot of Marines within StarCraft have had their memories wiped. In another war novel, this is all in the StarCraft archive. There's a Marine. I'm spoiling a ton of shit here, so yeah. There's a Marine. He remembers back to his. I won't say she remembers back to his homeland of the Zerg invading, and he's describing the scene. And someone who they had worked on that tech before, they start basically pointing holes in his memory. That the way the Zerg were entering the atmosphere isn't how Zerg entered the atmosphere. Like the flames, coming up on the sides or what, coming up around them or whatever. I can't remember the exact description, but basically, it looked like a battlecruiser entering, and it was just the Zerg just pasted in instead. They didn't remove all the effects of the battlecruiser's entry. They just stuck the Zerg in instead. It worked perfectly well unless someone starts pointing holes in it, and even then, the guys started turning violent towards them and started trying to attack them over it, because that's how much it was fucking with their head. But yeah, that's what I mean. They have their memories altered and whatnot. Apparently the guy was part of some like a religious group that they just colonized this planet, left everyone else alone, and most people left them alone. But I think I said Dominion. It was the Confederacy attacked the planet and took people captive, and in his case changed his memories. Actually, earlier on, he was thinking about how much he hated the barracks. Then afterwards, he was going, "I love the barracks." Again, memory fuckery. But anyway, Liberty's Crusade. He was like a journalist, basically embedded, not due to any plan, but just it happened. He ends up meeting up with Raynor, and he ends up sticking with them so he doesn't bloody well die. Raynor actually starts giving him some training with the rifle because he couldn't defend himself. I remember him landing on his ass or something. And it follows basically the story of StarCraft 1 up to Karrigan's infestation, I think. And you get to see a lot of stuff that isn't in the game, such as Martin Liberty or Michael Liberty, whatever he's fucking called, such as the guy, the titular guy. He wasn't in it at all. You get to see a bit more information on, like, remember when Karrigan, on the level she's introduced, she breaks into the command center and assassinates a few guys. You get to see more information on that. Apparently, Raynor had come in and he was kind of aghast at what she'd done, or surprised or whatever, and she kind of storms out. They end up seeing Infested Terran, even though I don't think you see Infested Terran very, early on in that. Early on in StarCraft. I think the first time you see Infested Terran is when you can get them as Zerg in, when you're fighting Raynor, when he's come to rescue Karrigan. But, basically, there's vast differences between the lore novels and the actual content. So it's kind of similar between like Warcraft 3 and the, WoW. It's actually really annoying because I would love to be able to, retcons are annoying because you can't just like play 1, 2, 3 and go into WoW having, full breadth of knowledge, because from what I vaguely remember, like, 1 is retconned by the second game, and the second game is retconned by the third game. It is to one degree or another or something. I remember hearing shit like that. And then WoW retcons stuff from Warcraft 3. So, yeah. I remember also hearing that there's like 2 campaigns in one of the games. Maybe there's more than 2 campaigns in one of the games. In the one I'm thinking of, like. But of the 2 campaigns, one is completely non-canon, the human one. The only canon campaign is the orc. All missions within the human campaign are completely non-canon. Or something. So, that's another weirdity about it. But yeah, retcons, annoying. I would just like to have one like, yes, this is all canon, next thing. But, whatever. So, we'll see the opening cutscene here, then I'll call this quits. Chapter 3, Into the Realm Eternal. 6 days later, near the forested lands of Kel'Thuzad.
The wondrous, eternal Quel'Thalas. I haven't been here since I was a boy.
Be wary. The elves likely wait in ambush.
The frail elves do not concern me, Necromancer. Our forces are strengthened with every foe we slay.
Don't be too overconfident, Death Knight. The elves must not be taken lightly.
We shall see. Bring forth the prisoner. Where is the entrance to your land, elf?
You will never enter Quel'Thalas, Fallen Prince. The woods themselves protect our borders, and the enchanted elf gates protect our capital.
Your precious gates will not stop me any more than these trees, little elf. Bring up the meat wagons. We'll make our own entrance.
The energies of Kill the elves, level their structures. This location is perfect for your base.
It'll be a pleasure.
The undead are advancing. Alert the sentries.
And with that, I end this here. I sincerely hope you've enjoyed this series so far, folks, and I sincerely hope you join me for the rest of this. As I said at the end of the last set, I'm in this for the long haul. Meaning, when I finish the Undead campaign, I go on to the next campaign and the one after that. When I'm done that, I'm going on to the Frozen Throne. When I do I can't remember, Frozen Throne, does that have 3 or 4 campaigns in it? I know it has at least 3. Might have a 4th. But when I'm done the campaigns there, then I'll be doing the Rexar campaign, which I've been very excited about doing. Oh, going a bit hoarse here. But yeah, but yeah, when I'm done here, I'll do the expansion. I'll be doing the Rexar campaign when I'm done the main portion of the expansion. And I hope you join me for all that, because it's fun getting back to this. It is. So I sincerely hope you enjoyed this, and till next time, folks. Love and peace. Ooh, no, I don't need to save. Bye bye.